Hello all, this is the first midweek video that I'll make for the class. In these videos, I like to just give you guys a few reminders and maybe talk a little bit about what's going on in the class in general. So for reminders, the ID verification deadline is Friday, March 23rd at 6:59 UTC. So you do need to ID verify to be eligible for a certificate or for ASU credit. If you're interested in college credit, you also need to take the midterm and final as proctored exams. The midterm opens on Monday, April 2nd, so in a little less than 2 weeks from now. And so you want to make sure to have taken the practice proctoring exam well in advance of that date so that you're ready and there's no problems when you try to take the midterm. All graded assignments, so the interactives, quizzes, case studies, those little Sorego activities, from weeks 1 and 2 must be completed by March 26th at 6:59 UTC. So starting with week 2, you have 1 week to complete all of your assignments. You'll also have 1 week for the midterm and the final. So I would encourage you all to take a look at the reflection boards and share your thoughts and experiences with each other. So the first reflection board was on whether you've tried to start a new healthy habit. Thinking about, was it successful? What are maybe 2 or 3 factors that contributed to that success? Or what are maybe 2 or 3 factors that were barriers? So this is just trying to get everyone to start thinking about what really needs to happen to make a behavior change. So every behavior change, any change you ever try to make, there's going to be barriers and facilitators. So things that'll help you accomplish your goal and things that are going to hold you back. And so just trying to make sure that you're paying really close attention to what those are so that you can address them and you can be successful. There's a lot of interesting conversation on there. A lot of people have been trying to change their diet or their physical activity. There's also a couple of things here and there about other kinds of changes that people have tried to make, like with sleeping or with stress management and things like that. So that's a pretty interesting one. And then for week 2, it's, do you ever eat or feel the desire to eat when you're not hungry? So what factors determine what and how much you eat? So we want you guys to start taking an ecological behavior model kind of look at your life and your decisions. With this one in particular about what you're going to eat. So, you know, there are those individual factors, but it's not just your level of willpower, right? A lot of people kind of contribute it to that, right? Like if you're not making a successful change, you just didn't try hard enough. But there are other factors. There are social factors, so what the people around you are doing, and environmental factors, both what you have around you in your house or at work or wherever you are, and also in your greater environment, what foods are available to you in your neighborhoods. And so, you know, just giving all of that a little bit of thought, how these decisions are a lot more complicated than perhaps they first seem. And there are maybe a lot more factors that would need to be addressed or things that, you know, that could help you make those behavior changes. It also might be a good idea to go to the discussion board and just check out the introductions. Your classmates are pretty interesting people. They come from all over the world. They come from a lot of different backgrounds. Also, the last thing that I will mention for the discussion boards is you can find the link to the first live session on the discussion board. So during that live session, I talked a little bit about the model of behavior change, treating it like an experiment that I like to take and that I like to use. As well as how to get the most out of your food, foods for recovery after exercise. Talked a little bit about the ketogenic diet and vegetarian diets, as well as talking a little bit about some of the apps and websites that are out there that you might find useful. So that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week.